Okay, here we are. Professor Guy.
Hi man,
How are you doing? Thank you.
I'm really good, man.
Thank you for last night, for having me over at GB West Kensington. What a great class, I really enjoyed it. And thank you for inviting me here tonight.
Yeah, as I told you, both places have an amazing environment.
Yeah.
We receive everyone, so we like to receive, you know, special Gracie Barra.
Yeah, certainly felt as part of the family tonight. It was really good, a really tough class as well, and really interesting to learn from Professor Lagarto some of the techniques and to roll with you. Second black belt I've ever rolled with. The first one was
Professor Leslie.
Yeah,
he's really good too.
He was
very tough guy, man.
At one point, I tapped to anxiety rather than pretty. There was that much pressure on. I had to tap. I had like a little panic attack. He's the first black belt and the first. He must be super heavy.
Yes, he's super heavy.
I mean that in a nice way.
Or ultra heavy. I'm not sure, super or ultra heavy. But he's a really tough guy, you know. He do a really good pressure. And then he's a monster, man.
And then yourself, rolling with yourself, great experience. So
cool.
Thank you very much. Obrigado.
Obrigado.
Much appreciated. So I was speaking to Professor Lagarto, and then you know, very interesting backstory. What's your backstory? How does somebody you're from Rio in Brazil as well?
Yeah, we are from the same place in Brazil, Rio de Janeiro, but I came from Niterói. It's like across the bridge, like 13 kilometers from Rio de Janeiro, the main city. When I was like 23, 24 years, I moved to Rio, and I lived there proper in Leblon. So you know, I'm all my life close to Jiu-Jitsu, as Professor Lagarto said. Everyone in Brazil, especially in Rio de Janeiro, everyone trained Jiu-Jitsu, man. It's like...
How old were you when you started? I
was like 11, 12 years old. I was really young. But I stopped at one time when I was in the university and working, because, you know, I have some degrees. I have 2 degrees. And I say that the black belt is 1 degree because nowadays I live through Jiu-Jitsu, you know. That's what I pay my bills. I put food in my table. So
I got a quick question. I should have asked Professor Lagarto, but why do black belts get called professor?
Sorry?
Why do black belts have the title professor? Why do you get called professor?
Yeah, because you have the codes.
Yeah. For
example, blue belt, purple, and brown. Like they are coach. They can even teach some class. They help us in the class.
Yeah.
But they are coach. And the professor, when you got your black belt, you turn a professor.
Time served and the depth of knowledge. Acquired in that specific subject.
Yes. So that's why we call professor. And we got your black and red, and after the white and red, you call master. And you got all the red belt to grandmaster. Yes, it's a long journey, man. Like 50 years black belt to get it.
So when did you get your black belt?
Last year, on October last year. So
next
like 2-3 months I will.
Through Professor Lagarto?
No, I got in Brazil, you know. So let me tell you about my history. So I started when I was like 12 years old, and I started training. I was really young, the youngest in my class. In my house, the people are not so close to sports. I'm addicted. I train like 3 to 4 times a day. You know, I really love sports. Jiu-Jitsu, my main sport, my favorite one. I'm really addicted. This is my life. Jiu-Jitsu really changed my life. But I'm really close to sport. In my house, no one likes. Like the guys are more relaxed. They like to eat junk food.
Are they surfers?
No, they like to watch TV and eat junk food, man. I try to change his life, you know. They get better. My brother now is more close to sport, but I really like it, you know. I'm a really healthy guy. I like to eat well. I like to, you know, go run in the morning, do some functional training, train Jiu-Jitsu, you know, in the afternoon workout. All my life was like this, and I started Jiu-Jitsu really young. So when I arrived in the class, I was like a little boy against big guys. I said, what am I doing here, man? I'm crazy, you know. So that's why I get better. So as I told you, I didn't came from Gracie Barra. I came from Carlson Gracie.
Wow. This is back in Brazil as well.
Yeah. It's a very tough school. You know, it's a different method, but Jiu-Jitsu, like a lot of porrada, we say, tough trainings, you know. It's really good. I started there white belt, and I got my black belt there in Nova Geração, Leblon, with Professor Gustavo Braga, my master. I got my black belt last year with him. And so when I was like 20 years old, I moved to USA, Miami. I studied there 6 months, and I come back to Brazil. I was doing accounting. I'm accountant, my first degree.
So that's what you did in university, right?
So when I was in the university and I start work like intern, I need to stop to train jiu-jitsu. I didn't have time, you know. I entered in the job in the morning until 6 p.m. and go to the university until 10 p.m. and 11. So I needed to stop. Unfortunately, I stopped for one time, and after I came back and trained like at least 2 times a day, man. I was, you know, when I got some time free, I really trained hard. And when I come back to from USA, I decided to say I would train really hard. I would be really good in jiu-jitsu. That's what I want. I try to be good.
Why did that become your goal?
Huh?
Why did that become your goal?
Why? I'm tell you, I working in IBM computers, you know, as an accountant. Every day, suit and tie behind a computer, spreadsheets, Excel, a lot. I used to get a good money, you know. I have a good apartment, good car, good motorcycle, but was really unhappy, man. I was really unhappy. Here I need to arrive here like 6:30 to teach class, and I arrive like 6. Really happy. There I need to arrive like 9, and I arrive just 10:30 because I didn't feel motivated. You know, I was really happy. I used to get a good money. I did it because I need the money to pay my bills, to live. I lost my mother young by cancer. Yep. She fought against it for 11 years until she couldn't anymore. And when she died, you know, my father always supported me. He's here with me in England. I brought him. I brought my brother too. My family is really close. But I needed to start working to get money. But as I told you, I wasn't happy. And I say, I will change my life. I love jiu-jitsu. Let me try. And, you know, together with it, I'm an actor too.
So you said that yesterday, is it?
Yeah.
Is this back in Brazil?
Yes, I did telenovelas.
Let's come back onto that.
Huh?
We'll come back onto that.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll talk about that in a minute.
Okay.
So go on. So you had all the traps. Good job, a degree, good money, car, nice motorcycle, but it just didn't have your passion.
Yes, man, because
but jiu-jitsu did.
I could just train jiu-jitsu after work sometime, because as an accountant we have like in the end of the month or in the beginning of the next month we need to do, you know, the balance sheet, you know, to show all the paperwork for the, you know, the guys who check the company, the directors. And I say, man, I couldn't train. Sometimes I go just for half an hour. I was really unhappy with everything. Just the money. Money is not everything for me, man. You know, it's really important. I won't say the opposite. It's really important. You need money to have good things. I like good things. I like good cars, good houses. But money is not everything. You should be happy, man. I'm really happy nowadays, you know. And I decided jiu-jitsu gonna be my main job. And when I got my purple belt, I was training really hard many times. I started teaching some classes, you know, helping my professor there. And when I got my brown belt, I started teaching a class in one gym.
How does teaching change your BJJ in itself? So, you know, what was the impact that when you started teaching? Did it make your own jits better, or?
You get better, man. It's a big responsibility, you know. It changed when you go as a student. You arrive there and you see the positions, you train, you do the drills. When you are like a professor, you need to do everything as a student, and you need to share it. You need to bring knowledge. Sometimes you come with some things in your head to teach. Okay, this is a very good position, really good sweep or pass guard and submission, and they ask you another thing, and you need to be prepared to change your knowledge, to give him. Sometimes jiu-jitsu is for everyone. It's proven that it's for everyone. But sometimes your body, just for an example, you don't have a good flexibility to do some position. You need to build a game to get that position. You can do that position, but you need to understand your body. You know, each person has a different goal, has a different way to move, to react. So as a professor, I think you learn a lot. Always when I'm there, in the end we talk, we give the message for the students. I always say, guys, thanks for being here. Change knowledge with me. I'm not giving my knowledge. I'm sharing what I know, and I'm learning with you. When I teach, I learn. When I teach, I learn. That's the way, you know. When you start teaching, it changes a lot your view of jiu-jitsu. You know, you need to take care. You need to be friendly. you come like a father, you know, of the students. That's really good. I really love to be there teaching, man. I really love.
It's a big responsibility, isn't it, being a black belt?
It is, man. It is. So when I was young and I started jiu-jitsu, I said, oh, I want to get my black belt, you know. So I like a dream. You see some, oh man, this guy's a black belt. It's like, oh, this guy's almost a god, man. And when you got your black belt, everyone says like an expression, say, oh, now jiu-jitsu starts. Now it's gonna be, everything's gonna be tough. And it's true, man. You know, when you got your black belt, they put like a fridge in your back, man.
Yeah.
You feel what is going on, man? It's a big responsibility, you know.
Yeah.
You need to, of course, lower belts are gonna submit you. It's not about smashing everyone. Jiu-jitsu doesn't work like this. It's about the responsibility to care about people, you know.
Yeah.
To all the time you need to be there helping,
Right.
sharing your knowledge, you know, showing the guys careful with this, do like this. Even if there is someone purple belt tougher than you, it's not about to be the best. It's about to help people, you know.
Well, we don't have to name any names, but have you ever been tapped by a lower belt?
Of course, man. Everyone.
What's the lowest as a black belt?
As a black belt, the lower belt to submit me. I think a purple belt, man.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't have a long time as a black belt, but a purple belt already tapped me. I think one time a blue belt was when I got my black, you know, and the guy surprised me with his position. Right. But it's like we had a competition like months ago. One black belt, really tough guy, against one blue belt, I think, or a purple belt, really tough guy too. And the purple belt or blue belt, I don't know which belt this guy was, he put the black belt to tap really quickly.
Wow.
You know, it means the black belt is a bad one and the purple belt is the best one? No. In my opinion, if you ask a lot of competitors, they will say the same, a lot of professors. It's about, you know, the timing, a good position, you know. Doesn't mean that the purple belt or the blue belt, I don't remember, is better than the black belt. It's about he has this good position and he could surprise, he could prevent what the black belt is going to do and put it into tap.
So maybe repeat the scenario another 10 times.
Yes.
And maybe
can be different,
belt,
you know.
9 out of 10
and
times
you know,
the black belt
when you got your black belt, you're going to see people think, oh, this guy's a black belt, he needs to put everyone to tap. And it doesn't work like this, man. You know, of course, you have more time on the mats, maybe you know much more positions, you know the time, but you can have a really good position, you know, you can have a really good game, and it doesn't matter your belt. If you have really good purple belt, you can submit them. So if it works like this, the black belt needs to submit, the red belt needs to submit everyone. And you know, you're gonna see the red belt, the guy like 60, 70 years, he couldn't submit anyone, man. He got so old, you know, he has his belt like what everything he did for jiu-jitsu, man. He built everything. You know? Doesn't make sense. Oh, your higher belt, you need to put everyone to tap. You know,
because they say there is a passing, isn't there? You know, as the top, you know, professor or master is at the top.
Yes.
His black belts do surpass him, and that is almost passing the torch metaphorically.
So you know, if you correct him if I'm wrong, are you saying like the black belt is one level in terms of tough trains than a red belt?
Yeah, well, I think it's to do with, you know, because the master, like they say, the master of red belt.
Yeah.
He's trained the black belt to a certain level, and the black belt has progressed.
Yeah.
And then the master, obviously, you know, I need to be careful what I say now in terms of age. However,
no, because to get your, for example, your head belt, you need like 51 years.
Yeah.
As a black belt.
And if you think how physical.
Yes, of course. If you get your black belt with 20 years old, that's really young.
Yeah.
To get, it's really young to get your black belt with 20 years old.
Yeah.
It's not many people get it. Most of them, they get like me, like 27, 25. You know, if you train hard, 24. Others 30, 31. And if you get your black belt with 20 years old, plus 50 years old, then you're gonna be 70. How can you tap one guy, purple belt, really strong, 22 years old? Man?
Yeah.
You can't, bro. It's about life. Life is like this. My father is 62.
Yeah.
Even if he has a lot of technique, if he goes to the gym every day, he feels his knee. he's getting old, man. The life is like this. I will be old. I hope to be, you know.
Yeah,
I don't want to die before, you know.
Yeah.
The life is like this. It's about everything you did for jiu-jitsu, how you changed lives with your jiu-jitsu, you know, you help people. That's more than just about.
It's amazing to hear you as a 28-year-old talk like that. It's very philosophical and it's quite mature. So do you think the Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu aspect of being a black belt has helped you with that?
Man,
there are not many 28-year-olds that talk the same way.
No, yeah.
Have the same philosophy.
Yeah, I have the philosophy in my head because I born with jiu-jitsu, you know, like it makes part of my life. And the martial arts is about respect. It's a one philosophy. It's like almost like a religion, you know.
Yeah.
For me, jiu-jitsu is everything. So always when I heard that, like some people, oh, but you are black belt, man. I saw purple belt put you into tap. Man, when you are black belt, you don't have an obligation to submit everyone. Beginners, they think that, oh, my master is a black belt. Man, no one can beat him. No, man. Someone's gonna beat you, you know. It's not about to win everyone. It's about to change life, to help people through jiu-jitsu. That's my goal. Of course, I'm a tough guy. I train most of the times. I win. Oh, that's really good. I feel proud, but it's not about it.
Yeah.
If I arrive here, a blue belt, a purple, even a white belt, man, really good, and put me into tap, I won't feel sad, you know. Maybe I need to adjust what this guy did.
Yeah.
He put me to tap. Okay, I need to change it. Okay, I need to pay attention. But it's not about that. Most of the times the black belts will be better, of course, because we have a lot of time on the mats, a lot of knowledge. I always say my students, you need to be one step in front of your opponent. If the guy tries to enter the river, kill his foot here. If you try to go last block, you know. So you need to be one step in front.
Little flashback.
Yes, you need to read the mind. You know, when I wrote Professor Lagarto, I said, man, this guy is reading my mind.
Yeah,
everything I'm gonna try, he can block. You know, he has a lot of time on the mats, man.
Yeah.
Like 14 years, 15 years as a black belt.
Wow.
I don't have all this time as a jiu-jitsu, you know.
Yeah.
So he knows the time. He had many different situations. So what I'm trying to do against him, someone already tried and he learned it, you know. You learn as much as you train, you improve and get better. So today I feel better than yesterday. When I teach you the class yesterday, I was good, but today I'm better. Tomorrow I'll be even better because I'm spending time here. I'm getting knowledge. Sometimes white belt, a blue belt, they bring some position. Professor, I saw this position. Especially nowadays with YouTube, Instagram, you have a lot of knowledge to see and share. So they come. I have a student that really like to study jiu-jitsu. You know, even the history of jiu-jitsu, as I like to study too. But position, and then bring, Professor, what do you think about this position? I need one, and I learn it. You know, it's not about I'm black belt, I know everything. I don't want to see this. No.
Yeah, and I think that goes back to the message Professor Lagarto was saying, you know, get rid of the ego, and you know, you leave the ego at the door. It's more about development of the person.
When you step here, man, your ego should be outside, man.
Yeah.
You take your ego and put everything outside.
Yeah.
And now you want to hear like, I'm here to learn and share with my friends.
I know this might seem like an obvious question. I know you're Brazilian and you grew up in Rio, but why BJJ? Why not another kind of sport or?
I couldn't choose another sport. I played soccer. Yeah, you say here in England football, right? Football.
Football. Yeah. Definitely.
I played football all my life. You know, in Brazil. Yes, I live in a big building. One is many buildings together. I don't know the name in English. And we have a soccer field there.
Cool. Yeah.
And we used to play soccer every day. Every day when I'm young, because it's the main sport in Brazil. I can't say jiu-jitsu because it isn't, but jiu-jitsu, everyone trains in Brazil. Everyone trains, especially in Rio de Janeiro, where I'm born. When we like, you know, the grappling fight, we like the submission. So I could choose another one, but my heart says jiu-jitsu, you know, man. Go to jiu-jitsu. I love the grappling. I love to be on the mats. I feel when I finish jiu-jitsu, like when I eat something really delicious, I feel good, man. I feel like, oh, this is what I love.
Well, why not judo? Why not judo then? Braulio started in.
Yeah, I started in judo too.
Let's see.
Yeah.
So if you started in judo, what made you stop and do jiu-jitsu?
You know, I started in judo when I was like 7, 8 years old. It's really young, me and my brother. I got my gray belt in judo, and it was a little bit far from my house, and I didn't like too much judo, you know.
Do you think, is that down to the teaching, or is it?
I think the way the professor teaching at the time there, we never put us to row, you know. Sometimes we need something more. The kind of training was different, you know. I don't know. In the past I didn't like. Nowadays I do some judo movements. I'm always trying to learn. I have friends that is a black belt in judo. They always help me because it's important for us, because we start our fights standing after we go to the ground. But I don't know. Since the first time I went to the mat for jiu-jitsu, I say, this is my place, you know. This is what I like, you know. When you try something, you say, oh, this is amazing, man. I want this. So
right.
I found myself in jiu-jitsu, you know.
Fair enough. That's a good.
I do a lot of sports.
Yeah.
You know? I do a lot of sports. I play, like in Brazil, have foot volley. You know what is foot volley? Is like volleyball in the on the sand in the beach.
Yeah.
But with your chest, with your foot. It's a very difficult one. I play foot volley. I like it. Beach sports, you know, beach soccer, you know. I live really close to the beach. I used to go to the beach every day, man.
You surf as well, yeah?
I try, man. It's really hard, man. I would like to surf as Professor Lagarto, but for me it's really hard. I'm like a rock above the board.
So tell us about the acting then. How did you get into that?
So, man, when I was so as I told you, I'm an accountant. I was working as an accountant in IBM and in a big construction company in Brazil. It's called Odebrecht. But when I was like in that company, as I told you, I was really unhappy. I had many friends in Brazil, especially in Rio de Janeiro, famous people, and they all say, man, you are a handsome guy, maybe you can go to TV. I say, no, man, come on, bro. I'm not, no, you are, but maybe you can try something on TV, you know, study acting, go to this school and start studying. And you know, as I was really unhappy with my job, I said, I'm gonna try. So
I am a good-looking guy.
Yeah,
I do believe it.
No, I said, no, let me try. Let me go there. Let's see what happens. Like because you know, when I start the acting class, I say I will learn how to talk for many people. It helps me nowadays to teach my class.
Yeah.
You know, I don't feel shy.
Yeah.
If there is like here 1,000, 2,000 people, I can talk. If everyone feels shy like this, I say no, I can talk. I don't feel shy to talk for many people. I like, you know, I like to be in with the attention, with the lights. We say like this. When I went the course, I say, okay, I go to this school. I will learn how to speak for many people. It's gonna help me in my job. Yep, with how to talk with more people, how to communicate. Okay, I go there. And I start studying, I like it. As I told you, I have like some famous friends. They say, okay, man, there is a TV show, do you want to go there? I say, oh, why not? And I was like almost finishing my job and put it like accounting on the other side. I say, okay, I'm gonna try. And I finished to work in the companies, and I started on TV, a small TV show. After I did a telenovela, one reality show, big one, and it grows, you know. The Instagram helps me a lot, you know, with follows nowadays. We can work with your Instagram, and my life was like this. But you know, sometimes you get really good money because you need. I say you need to know someone inside the TV. When it doesn't depend just about you. For example, jiu-jitsu, you train hard. You are a really tough guy. You go to a competition, you're gonna win, maybe, you know, but it depends about you training to put hours on the mat. TV, you can be the best actor in all of the world. If the director say no, it's no, man.
Right.
You know, it's sad to say that, you know, because I love acting, but it's like this, it's difficult. And sometimes I got a good money when I do some, you know, commercial, you know, TV show. I say, okay, it's a good money, I can keep for a year, 2 years. But when you don't have nothing, you say, come on, what I'm gonna do? And I was teaching jiu-jitsu, and I decided to leave Brazil. First, because it was a little bit dangerous, you know. especially in my city. Rio de Janeiro is an amazing city. You have wonderful place, but you have dangerous place too. I say this is the main point why I decided to leave Brazil, because I would like to work with the jiu-jitsu proper and get good money in Brazil. That's sad to say, but with jiu-jitsu it's really difficult to get good money to live, like to have a good house, to have a good car, go to your family, to a good restaurant. Just teaching jiu-jitsu is hard, man. You want to receive a really good money. Even the best guys, as Professor Lagarto, he can get a good money there, but we're gonna need to teach a lot of private classes. You're gonna need to spend many hours on the mats.
Yeah.
And here, it's a profession, you know. For example, it's in Brazil. If you are a doctor, engineer, okay, you're gonna get a good money. Jiu-jitsu professor, okay, you know, you don't get good money. Here is the same. I'm doctor, okay, I'm jiu-jitsu professor. Sorry, I'm a jiu-jitsu professor. I'm a lawyer, so you can get a good money. You can have a good life. You can, you know. So I decided to leave Brazil to work with jiu-jitsu and have a safe life in a safe place. You know, can go everywhere. At times, for example, I was 11 p.m. here. I go walk to my house, really safe. In Brazil, I would be really concerned, you know. And I moved to Australia. And when I moved to Australia, I had a friend that today he has a Gracie Barra in Hallandale Beach, Florida, Miami. And he told me, man, look for this guy. He calls Pedro. He has a Gracie Barra in Bondi, in Sydney, Australia. And I went there, man. I'm a friend of Chris. He told me to come here. Oh, Chris, he used to be my professor when he was in Australia. I say, I'm black belt, I'm his friend. I used to train a lot with him and blah, blah, blah. I say, man, I need someone to teach here. I need some Brazilian black belt speaking English, so please come. And I started, so that's why I joined Gracie Barra. You know, as I told you, I came from Carlson Gracie, Nova Geração.
Well, how did that go down when you left Carlson Gracie?
Yeah, I told my master in Brazil, when I moved to Australia.
Did you have your plane ticket ready?
Yeah, no.
Tell him from the departure.
No. I said, you know, I said, master, you know, I always, when I do an interview, last week I did an interview for a big journal in Brazil, and they asked me, I always say his name, and I forever will say his name.
Yeah.
Forever. I learn everything with him. It's a respect. I love this guy. You know, I love Gracie Barra. My life is Gracie Barra. I want to have my school. You know, I will build my history with Gracie Barra nowadays. But I can't forget my master, man. You know, we say in Brazil, in gratitude don't have expiration date. You know, it's not like a yogurt. You know, gratitude is forever. So what this guy did for me is like my second father, my master Gustavo Braga. I love this guy. So I said, Professor, I moved to Australia. We don't have Nova Geração, Carlson Gracie there. So maybe I will join Gracie Barra because Professor Chris said me to go there. So, man, I know it's your life. You need to live. You need, you know, to pay your bills. It's your life, man. Go there. I agree. I'm always talking to him. He knows everything I do here as a Gracie Barra. He's one of the guys that putting me high all the time when I feel sad and say, Master, I'm far from my friends. I'm far from the beach that I love. I'm far from the sun because in Brazil, you know, I'm born in the sun, like using flip flops and shorts every day.
Come on, you get 4 weeks of sun in this country. Enjoy it.
Yeah, man. 4 weeks for all the year, man. You know. In Brazil, you have like 4 days, like 20 degrees, and we say that's really cold, and 40 degrees all the year. But I'll be fine. I'll be fine. And in Australia, I joined Gracie Barra, and I cannot say the opposite. The program in the Gracie Barra, the philosophy is amazing, man. It's amazing. It's different, you know. Yeah. So I will always be great to have the gratitude to my master, but the philosophy in Gracie Barra, how we teach, you know, as Professor said about the warm-up, is for everyone. Yeah. Sometimes we did the warm-up there, really tough warm-up. I could do because I used to train a lot, and sometimes I arrive with some guy there, second class, he doesn't do sports a lot. So when I finish the warm-up, the guy can train, you know. So here the warm-ups for everyone. The subject, the topic of the week in all of the world. So if you're training here, this week is Mount Neon Valley. If if you go Australia, if you go Brazil, it's the same thing. So
yeah, it's incredible, isn't it?
Yeah, this is really amazing. You know, it's like the same class in all of the world. It becomes professional with Gracie Barra. What Master Carlos did is really amazing, and I fall in love with Gracie Barra. So that's why I'm teaching here. I feel really glad to Professor Lagarto, because when I was in Australia teaching there, when I joined Gracie Barra, I had a really good time. But to be legal in Australia, it's difficult, you know.
Right.
You know, I don't have a Australian citizenship. I was there just like for a time, and when I was there, my brother called me and said, "Man, we have our grandfather was Italian, so maybe I think we can get the Italian passport. So let's move it to Italy." And I didn't know about it. Yes, why not? I think it's gonna help me more than Brazilian passport. So yeah, let's go. And I moved to Italy. I stayed there like 4 months in a small city. No jiu-jitsu. I used to train in a gym, just work out, and we have mats there just for judo. And I said, guys, I can teach you jiu-jitsu for free. I need to move, man. I need to use my body. Like I can't be like 3-4 months without doing jiu-jitsu. And I started to teach some class for free the guys, and I started to teach some private class just to keep moving, you know, learning and helping, sharing my knowledge with the guys.
What did the judokas think?
Huh?
What did the judokas think when they came in?
They think like, you want to submit us, man. We want to put you on the ground, you know, we're going to throw you on the ground, but you want to submit. I'll say, you teach me judo, I teach you jiu-jitsu.
Yeah.
Let's do this exchange. And say, yes, okay. And I had a good time there. It was really cold. It was in the winter. And when I got my passport there, like 4 months ago, because I arrived here in UK on April 4. So I have just 4 months here.
Wow.
And when I was there, my brother said, man, I will move to London. I think for job opportunities is better. I think for jiu-jitsu for you is better, because in Italy, the jiu-jitsu need to build more, you know, and I don't speak Italian. Yeah, it's similar to Portugal, but
you got an Italian passport.
Yeah. And I say, okay, let's go London. And I came here. I really like the city. It's a busy city. You have everything.
Yeah.
You know, I always say it's like Europe is Brazil, London is like São Paulo. It's a big city in Brazil, very busy. You have everything, and I like it when I arrived here. First time I came here to row, just as you came today. Professor Lagarto invited me to teach. He said, man, I need one new professor, Brazilian as me, speak English, black belt. So
you tick all the boxes.
Yeah, man. Tick. I say, oh, come on, man, I'm here. And I need a job, bro. Say, okay.
Not a tick for surfing, though.
No. And I say, yeah, man, it's you. I say, oh, thanks. And I started here. I'm so glad with him, you know, because this guy is amazing. He received me like with open arms without meeting me properly, you know. I always will be grateful. As I have the graduate of my master in Brazil, I'll be with Professor Lagarto forever. What he did for me is really amazing. What he's doing, you know. And so that's why I'm here. I'm teaching Gracie Barra Fulham, Gracie Barra West Kensington.
Does your brother do BJJ? Your brother?
No, man. I'm trying. I try every day, man. It's like it's my best, my biggest challenge every day. Come over, let's try. And my brother is like 1 meter 90 centimeters. He's a really big guy.
Is he older or younger?
Yeah, older, two
2
years.
Yeah.
I'm 28. He's 30. You know.
You're never gonna.
Very tough guy. I say, man, you need. As you try, you're gonna be addicted. But it's hard. It's a hard mission, you know. Maybe one day. But I could put my niece. My niece, she's 5 years old.
Yeah, good time.
Yes, Giovanna. She's very funny. She comes here with a lot of energy. I got a tape. I say, no, it's not a tape. It's a strap. I have three straps you don't have in your belt. I say, come on. Brilliant. She's really funny. She chokes me at home. She go mount. She trains here.
Oh, okay. Because I was watching the kids yesterday at West Kensington.
Yeah.
You know, the kids class that were on before. Fantastic.
It's fantastic,
next generation, the killers.
Yes, probably, man.
Yeah,
for sure. My niece, she look the position. Today I could close the guard, I could sweep. She's really funny. She go mount, she try choking me to go to the armor. And she loves it. So that's, I'm trying to put my family.
Keep it in the family.
Yeah.
So, I mean, yesterday when we were chatting, you said you'd sustained a rib injury, a bit of a hand injury. Anything other serious? Kind of anything that's took you off the mat for a long time?
Just some, but not too much. You know, I broke my hips one time, so one hip is like
Your
this.
hip?
Yeah,
Really?
yeah.
Wow.
Yes, one goes like above the other one.
Whoa.
So I have one hip a little bit ugly here. I can show.
Well, you mean your rib,
Yeah, yeah.
Ribs.
Yeah,
not your hip.
yeah. No, rib.
It's
Sorry, my English, you guys.
no. It's the R on Portuguese.
Yeah.
Hip.
Hips. This one here.
That's brilliant. Your rib.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so you broke your rib. So
One rib.
and it's set offset.
Yes, one is like above the other one.
Wow.
Like this.
Okay.
But it's okay. I say like 4 or 5 days. It was hurting, but
Yeah.
it's okay.
There's not much you can do for them.
Sorry?
There's not much you can
No,
do.
no, just rest.
You just have
need
to
take the medicine and rest here.
Yeah.
You know.
You can put a
Don't laugh. Don't.
don't
cough.
yeah, but if you do,
Don't cheat.
yeah, put a cushion.
Yeah.
You know, and that's pretty much it.
No, just rest and wait
Yeah.
to be good. I had a problem in my lumbar, but not so serious like muscle.
Just muscle. Yeah.
Yeah, and the problem I had is like one friend, really good friend, really tough guy. He's in America nowadays, teaching there, world champ. Like 10 seconds to finish the training, he was in my back and he's trying to go to bow and arrow and pass his leg above my arm, you know, to control here. My finger stopped inside his trousers,
Yeah.
and my finger comes here, you know,
Oh God. Yeah.
like 4 or 5 seconds to finish the row,
Yeah.
and this finger was closing here, like. And
did you just relocate
and I
it?
said, oh
or-
man, maybe I just broke the finger. I went to the hospital and they go, oh, you are Guy? I say, yeah. Oh, you need to stay for the surgery, like 10 days here in the hospital. I say, no, maybe you're confused. I just broke my finger. No, it's really serious because I broke here inside my hand. It's
Oh,
not the
okay,
finger.
yeah.
I broke
Yeah,
2
some
bones inside
carpal
of my
bones
hand.
as well. Yeah.
I did surgery here. I put some iron.
Okay.
you
Yeah.
know,
Yeah. A
one
little
line
pin
of
and
iron.
plate. Pin and plate.
Yes.
Yep.
I stayed with that like 4 to 5 days with I don't know the name in English when
Cast.
you mobilize. Yes,
Cast, yeah.
cast the white one. And after they took the iron out,
Yes.
you know,
Yeah.
and I could come back. Another friend that is a doctor, he told, man, what the guy did in your hand was unbelievable because maybe your finger would be like this
Yeah.
above the other one, but nowadays really good. I just have the
Small
here.
scar.
Yeah,
So
small scar here.
Did you have
It's the most time I stayed out of the mat, like
how long?
3 months.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So what's your grip strength like?
When I came back from the surgery, I was really afraid about the grips to break it again. I started using tape. I don't like to use tape with my fingers, you know.
Yeah.
It's really good. Many people use it, but about me, I don't like. And I say I will use tape, put like 2 things together, feel more strong. But nowadays, really good. I have a really good grip because I prefer to play guard, special spider guard. To do this, you need to have a good grips.
Yeah.
So my grip's really okay nowadays. I don't feel anything more.
Did you do anything specific to retrain it, or did you just
You
let
know,
time?
after the injury, I did some physiotherapy.
Yeah.
But you know, when I go work out, I try to do everything with jiu-jitsu grips. You know.
Oh, okay.
If
Yeah.
I go work out
Yeah.
like this for my back,
Yeah.
I try to use my gi. You know.
Yeah.
I do some specific trainings with the elastics too.
Okay.
I like to
Cool.
work out my
Yeah.
grips.
Yeah.
I know sometimes I do specific trainings with my friends. Like I break your grips 3 times, you break my grip 2 times, but really tough. You know, it's good
Yeah.
to.
There's some really good products out there in terms of therapy products. One of them's like a putty. Do you know what that is? Putty. It's almost like. Do you know what blue tack is?
Yeah.
You know what you stick posters up with, but it's like a therapeutic putty, and there's different strengths, and you can squeeze it, grip it.
Cool,
and it's really, really good for working the small intrinsic muscles in your hand,
Yes.
as well as the flexors and the extensors as well.
Nice.
So you can get it off Amazon. Like, it's really cheap. I'm not a salesman. I'm trying
Yeah,
to sell it,
yeah.
But
Man, he's the owner of the company. Yeah?
yeah, that's a good. I should invest, but no. I've took it to my gym a couple of times and said, like, look, use this, and guys work it for about 10 minutes. There's like rubber bands as well that you can, TheraBands.
Yeah.
And they're like a rubber tube. They're brilliant.
I used to
as
do
well.
one like 1 hour like this. We used to do like.
That's good, yeah. But it's only working the hand in one specific
Yes,
way.
and more
so
for arm than for finger.
yeah. So, but yeah, there are some really good products about.
When I go, for example, to work out my back in the gym, like this specific training,
Yeah.
I put like the piece of a gi.
Yeah.
And I do the
Oh,
grips,
cool, right.
you know,
Yeah.
and I do all the moves because
Yeah.
sometimes you to do the arm drag to control my opponent's arm. I do that grip here,
Yeah.
here. So I do that specific training.
Do you do any other form of training that complements your BJJ? You know, if like some people do weights. I know there's some black belts out there. They like to do CrossFit.
Yeah, what works really good for me, I already did it, like proper workout in the gym, bench press, you know, back, functional training, CrossFit. What works better for me, my opinion, you know, it's not a rule. I'm not a personal trainer, so I can't say this is the best. No. For me, it works really good, functional training.
Okay, so compound movements.
Yes, you know,
squat, bench,
jumping
press,
in the box, you
pull-ups,
sprawls, what's the name? Burpees.
Burpees, you know, burpees,
high knees, you know, weights. And
so calisthenics as well.
Calisthenics, body weight, everything combined, you know, functional training. I used to do every day functional training in Brazil on the sand, in the beach, every day in the morning. So it was like 40 degrees in the sand. The sand holds you, you know. It was amazing. It works really good for me to have a good cardio. It helps in jiu-jitsu. But I always say, to have the gas, the jiu-jitsu gas, you need to train jiu-jitsu. Well, I have a sorry to cut you. I have a friend in Brazil. He's he do triathlon.
Triathlon,
yeah. You know, he did Ironman like 3-4 times. And I was training with him, and he was tired. He said, "Man, how could you be tired?" He was like blue belt, I was brown. How could you be tired, man? You did Ironman. You crazy, bro. You run 42 kilometers. You bike 108 kilometers, and you swim 10 kilometers. You can't be tired. I say, yes, yeah, I do everything you did, you told, but not with another man above me. Jiu-jitsu have another man above you, control you, you know, trying to block everything you do. So it's different. You need to train jiu-jitsu to get guys in jiu-jitsu.
What are your thoughts on yoga or Pilates then?
Sorry?
What are your thoughts on yoga or Pilates?
I think yoga and Pilates helps a lot, especially with the flexibility. You know, I have students that they do yoga and Pilates. I think it helps a lot. I'm not a flexible guy. I should try. I should do. You know, I should do. It's gonna help. I always say I won't do yoga because I'm not flexible, and they say no, yoga is gonna help you to be flexible. You know, it's like I want to learn jiu-jitsu because I don't know jiu-jitsu. You come here to learn. I need to touch. It helps a lot. You know, I had a master in professor, a friend of me in Australia. He was a professor, yoga professor, Pilates professor. He's amazing, man. His flexibility was amazing. It helps him in jiu-jitsu a lot. You know, in some positions you say, man, how he couldn't tap? How he can hold his leg here? You know, it helps a lot for sure.
Do you think that's something you'll introduce or?
Me, I need, man. I'm running, but I need to start it. I have a student here that she's a professor, a yoga professor. She always invites me, come on, go there. And yes, I am. Okay, I go. I'm working too much, but I need to start.
It was my birthday back in April, and the wife bought me some free passes to hot yoga.
Hot yoga, I've learned about that, but I didn't do.
My God!
In Italy, the same gym I work out, there is hot yoga, but I say, what is this? It's like inside the sauna.
It's not sauna, but there is a kind of underlying heat. You know, it's probably, I'd say it's a few degrees hotter than, you know, when the room is full and everybody's rolling. That's what you get to, but then you're holding these poses and stretches for a long time. And it's definitely.
And you stop it or you're doing?
No, I haven't done it in a while because I'm busy teaching Pilates as well. So, but it's something. There's a place just down the road. I want to go again. It's just I got 3 kids, got a busy job. There's all the excuses, but
like me, man. You're doing like me, man.
But I have been a few times, and it was fantastic. First session I did, I finished, and you know what, right? I had a sore shoulder, I had a sore back, sore elbow, all from jiu-jitsu. You know, like little niggles that I was carrying.
Yeah.
And I went and did one session of hot yoga, and the pain, you know, just from holding the stretches.
It's a good pain, you know. You feel like saying, "No, this pain's good."
But when I finished, it was all gone.
Yeah.
So it was almost like I'd hit the reset button. I finished the session, sat in my car. I was there for about 15 minutes, just going. It was like the first time I went to BJJ, and I was like, "That was unreal."
Yeah, because it's movement that your body is not used to do.
Yeah.
I have a student here, he started like 2 months ago. In the beginning, he was doing the moves. I say, man, what this guy is doing, man? Everything was wrong. I say, and I put a lot of hours with him, helping him help. Now he's doing pretty well, man.
Brilliant.
And I told him, man, did you see how can you move your body now? Because your body starts fluent as a jiu-jitsu needs, you know. Hips is really important for jiu-jitsu, you know. The bridge, how to control knee, arms, and I say, man, look how we improve it in a short time. How can you move your body like properly for jiu-jitsu? And that's really good. So that's why when you go to one class different, what do? You say, what am I doing here? You know, if you play soccer every day and you try to play basketball, you're gonna feel really tight because the movement's different. You know,
it's incredible how important it is. You know, your hips and being able to bridge. You know, to shrimp or to move.
I always say jiu-jitsu about hips. I joke with my students, say, man, if you cut your arms and your legs, you have a good hips, you're gonna have a good jiu-jitsu.
Yeah. Well,
keep calves.
Do you know what also relates to? Do you know the first thing a baby learns to do is to bridge?
Yeah.
Because they need to bridge to be able to roll.
Yes, you roll
roll
on the bed.
Yeah, and then they bring their feet up, and they learn how to get onto all fours.
Yeah. Jiu-jitsu is about to understand your body, man. You need to understand your body to control your hips, your center of gravity, your core.
Yeah.
So that's why jiu-jitsu work. I always say, if you have a good hips, you're gonna have a good jiu-jitsu. For sure, man. For sure. The arms and the legs just help you to choke, to submit.
Yeah.
It's about hips.
So, what's the kind of future hold for you now? Now that you're based in London, are you going to be competing soon, or?
You know, today Bruno is
I've rolled with him.
Yeah.
Tapped me out about 3 times. Great.
He's a really tough purple belt, for example.
He is,
you know, he's a really tough purple belt, for example. So that's why, if he rolled me and put him into tap, I would feel frustrated. And how I won't train jiu-jitsu anymore? No, it doesn't make sense.
He's one of those. Was he the one that tapped you out before?
Huh?
Was he the purple belt that tapped you out before?
Nogi, yes.
Yeah.
Nogi, yes. Nogi, yes. He's a really good guy.
Shout out to Bruno.
Yeah, Bruno, come on. I need to pay back. So
nice guy.
No, he's amazing. He's amazing. And today he asked me if I want to compete on 5 of October.
Yeah,
you know, like one super fight.
Okay.
I need to answer him on WhatsApp. I didn't answer him, but maybe. Yes, Bruno. Yes, I will fight my friend. So see now, I will fight on 5 of October. The super fight. I don't know who's my opponent at the moment. Maybe it's gonna be a tough guy too. So I will be prepared and I will train really hard for that. And yes, I'm based in London. I moved to stay. I brought my family. You know, my father is here. My brother with his wife and my niece. So we are everything here together. I live really close to the gym. That's really good. I can come like walking. Yes, I am having here a good time. The idea is to stay.
And then just see how it goes from here.
Sorry?
See how it goes from here.
From sorry, I didn't understand, my friend.
So we'll see how things go from here.
Yeah,
so
yes.
Just play it by ear.
Yeah, he's doing everything well. I came to stay. I'm liking, you know, the place. I'm just afraid about the winter, you know. I'm just afraid about the winter. Everyone say, man, it's really hard. It's really hard. In my country, like 40 degrees, man. Come on. But they say like if you buy a good jacket, everything's okay.
No, you're gonna seize up. Your joints are gonna be stiff. You're not gonna like it whatsoever. That'd be a good time to do your yoga.
Yeah, to be hot yoga. Maybe I need to try hot yoga, you know. But I think I will be fine, you know. At least I will be more beautiful with good clothes, good jacket. In Brazil, we are almost naked every day, just short and flip flops.
Are you gonna try and get any advertising or kind of like filming work while you're over here, or
you know, like my other jobs? Like, I'm in a agency. They invited me to.
You're in an agency.
Yeah. Now W Model Management. They invited me like 2 weeks ago, and they sent me some jobs. I recorded for him some movies to send to the director. Maybe it's an extra money, you know. So it's going to help me to open my school with Professor Lagarto in the future.
Awesome. Professor Guy, thank you so much. All right, thanks very much for making me feel so welcome yesterday and today. It's been an amazing experience. And then talking with you today, I've really enjoyed it.
You are always welcome.
Thank you very much. I feel like I've really made a friend. And whenever you want to come up to the West Midlands, Coventry, just give me a shout.
Thanks so much, my
All right.
friend. And whenever you come here, if you go Brazil, just let me know, because I know everyone there, and you're gonna be more than welcome, and even in Australia.
That's great. Awesome.
Thanks
Thank
so
you very
much, my
much.
friends.
Cheers.
Appreciate it.
Brilliant.